Voila, my people. I apologize. Your boy TB has forgot how to use StreamYard in a couple of days in. We're gonna be looking at the South Carolina State game, viewing that for a little bit. I got my boy Fish and Football about to jump on. We're gonna talk some Week 5 game preview, basically go over a little bit of them. But as of now, let's go through. Let's go through. Right now, first play of the third quarter. We'll take it.
You want to play football. You only get so many opportunities in a season to come up here and put these helmets on and have some fun.
Here we go. South Carolina State's gonna run a little. Ooh, nice little jet sweep play action. Oh, they're playing a new quarterback. Completely agree. I like the idea.
Was not very confident throwing the football in the first half, and this offense just has no different rhythm and speed.
Agreed. Here they go. South Carolina State gets a first down. Yeah, they gave him the first down. Okay. Nice little jet sweep fake. 22-0 right now, South Carolina. Sorry, UGA. Here we go. 14 minutes and 15 seconds left. South Carolina's only up 22 right now. And I'm not saying that that State is going to come back and win this game, but they are moving the ball pretty decent. They run like a triple option type. There it goes. Quarterback's gone. Boom. Okay. So it's 2 straight first downs right now. They are now past the 50. They're on the 45. We're going to get, I'm going to let Fisher know I sent him the link. Got some sun kissed for you guys. Cheers, my boy. Show you, Jay.
Want to give the Gamecocks their best shot, despite being down 22-0 right now. Still plenty of energy on that sideline. A lot of pride with the South Carolina State team because a lot of these guys are coming from right here in state.
All right, here we go. Oh, not a great play. I get South Carolina. It's 22-0 right now, Nate. South Carolina's up. I'm gonna turn it down just a bit. What South Carolina State's doing, what they're trying to do to South Carolina, they're running like a triple option. You got your quarterback. He's coming, say you, Jay. So okay, like you said, you got this whole like triple option type deal. Quarterback usually have a little offset tight end or a slot, and the running back is a little offset. They're going to a normal pass play. They're going to throw it deep. He catches it. It's caught on the 11-yard line. South Carolina State's looking to score right now. This offense looks completely different than it did in the first half. If the quarterback makes a good throw, that's a touchdown right there. What's up, Neil? So you Jay said Facts, sir. Here we go. South Carolina State's back to the triple option looking. It's quarterback, one running back behind him it's offset to the right, another running back behind him offset to the left. They're going to do a little triple option read is what it looks like. They do it. He pitches it, and 2, maybe 3-yard gain. Nate, if they look, I swear, I'm not even a big South Carolina hater, Nate, but I will go. I'll go off, bro, if they lose this game. All right, here we go.
Present that kind of threat to a defense, and then knowing that you have a NFL type receiver.
2nd and 7, so they did get 3 yards on that. All right, South Carolina State looking to get into 1st and goal right here. It's 2nd and 7 right now on it looks like the 11-yard. Oh no, it's on the 9. Okay. Boom. They pull it. Nice little play. South Carolina State scores. No. They're going to put them down at the 1, so it's now 1st and goal. They have a half a yard to go right here. Look at South Carolina State, baby. I thought it was a touchdown too, sir. Man. That's close.
To catch the football, and a great job by the pylon cam, who gets absolutely abused on this play. We'll see if he gets in. A little short.
That's tough. Here we go. First and goal. They're gonna hand it off. The quarterback untouched. Oh my goodness! Hit him with the little. Oh. You know, South Carolina State rotated quarterbacks, guys. Oh. So Tennille, right now we're watching South Carolina State play South Carolina. South Carolina's up 22-0 at halftime. South Carolina State just got the ball, drove it 75 yards in 8 plays, and now it's 22-7. Sir UGA, he's got a long ways to go before his team is competitive. I agree. Here we go. They shut up the South Carolina fans quick. Now it's on to a commercial. Oh, my boy Fishing is in here. I'm about to add him in. Ta-da.
Ta-da. Sir UGA, I'm here.
If it ever is. Yeah, I agree, though. I don't know. Shane Beamer's got a while before he gets him there. I don't know the Falcons fan after what I just saw right there. So, long story short, Fishing, South Carolina dominated the first half. They're up 22-0. Then State ends up getting the ball at halftime and goes 75 yards in 8 plays. Scores on South Carolina like it's nothing.
Damn,
So,
man.
It's one of those
That's
where
brutal.
I'm like
22-0.
Yes, well now it's 22-7 because State just scored. But State also started the other quarterback at second half.
Oh, did they?
So if they can stop, I want to say Spencer Rattler's thrown a pick in this game too. So
I did. I saw the one pick. Yeah, it was bobbled.
Oh, he did throw one? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I got some salami right here, bro, if you want some.
Hey, you just buy some salami? Damn.
They cut it fresh at the market.
You know what you do, man? You get some slices of cheese and put it in it and wrap that thing up. Yeah, bro.
Well, somebody actually told me this. Take Hawaiian rolls, the sweet rolls, cut them all in half, and put a layer of salami, cheese, salami, and put them in the oven and bake them. Make little salami sliders with cheese. I'm like, bro, what?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of TikTok videos where people do that. They'll cut them Hawaiian rolls in half. They'll make breakfast stuff in them. They'll do all that. Philly cheesesteak and them things.
See, and for me, that's the simple stuff that tastes so good, bro.
Hey, these are different shades, bro. Look at me. These are different shades, bro. My other ones were broke. I was wearing them while they were broke.
Wait, he threw multiple picks? No way, bro.
I saw one pick. I didn't see it, but I hadn't watched the whole time. I got the Utah State and BYU game on.
Gotcha. Okay. K-Dog says cooking some chili with meat. Because, Lou don't like meat.
Yeah. I ain't eating no chili without no meat, man.
To me, it better be some dang good sauce. You know what I mean? It better have some dang good, soup to it. It better be flavor. Oh, Anthony Richardson threw 453 passing yards, had 62 rushing yards, was responsible for 4 touchdowns. Did you hear anything about this?
Yeah, I know about
it. Daniel says
Sunbelt Billy. Now, it's blue chip Billy to you, sir. It's blue chip Billy. And A1 play calling Billy too. Yeah.
Kind of curious to see how it goes right here. Here comes Mr. Spencer Rattlesnake. Man, he missed out on that. The rattlesnake, bro. Okay.
Let me pull this up on my phone. Because I want to see what's happening.
I'll turn it up just a little bit. Here we go. They're going to run a read option. They give it off. Running back breaks. Oh, 20 yards. You're going to hear that name a lot.
Who?
Marshawn Lloyd. Napier recruiting hard with those 2 commits in the top 100. That's true.
Look at the rankings, man. Look at the rankings. 18 4-stars, 2 3-stars. I know it's not crazy, but it's a pretty good class.
Definitely a step up for
It's
what
not a
people
Jimbo
thought he
Fisher
was.
oil rig class, but I mean it's a good class.
All right, here we go. Little quick hit to the outside, and he falls. The turf monster.
The turf monster, bro.
Saying Clemson versus North Carolina State. Who we got? I think we're both going Clemson on that. I don't know. I don't want to speak for you. What you think?
It's going to be a tough game. The main thing I'm thinking about is how bad the wind's going to be. If the wind is bad, I think Clemson will easily win. Because North Carolina State, NC State's going to have to throw to win. So I think Clemson could hand off to Will Shipley all game and win the game. You know what I mean?
Facts, Falcon fan. He's talking about Florida almost being the top 10 class.
Yeah, almost.
First down. Oh, he breaks it. Dang. They're already at the 13-yard line. 14.
Tell you what, if we get Cormani McLean, number 1 cornerback in the country, that'll bump that up for sure.
I saw that the crystal ball was, kind of.
It's been like that for a while now. I'm bracing myself for being disappointed, honestly, because it's been us and Bama, and it's been like that since like March. So he's definitely holding out for something. So I don't know what it is.
One thing that I've noticed too that I didn't know. I didn't notice this a lot until we got Kirby to realize that Alabama does this too. Maybe Billy will do it. Kirby will get people to silently commit and then let kind of choose a date that he wants them to commit. That way, over the course of 2 weeks, little throw on the run and touchdown South Carolina. But he'll get people to silently commit and then have them publicly commit on a certain date. That way, he's got 6 people committing in 2 weeks to get momentum going.
Yeah, Billy did that too. I mean, there was a week where 4 commits happened, and then the next week, like 3 more happened.
I do remember that.
And it was all consecutive at the same time. So, yeah, I mean, he's done that.
I'm hoping he does that with that number 1 corner. I hope that's like, hey, look, we want this around this time. That way, because it'd be smart to do it towards the end of the season.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Especially if you've got some spots left open. Yeah.
That's my point. Yes.
What up, Dante?
ECG
in the house.
Be a good one. Team Clemson. Tanil says she thinks. I saw that, Daniel. Falcon fan. Yeah, I agree. Clemson's taking over the ACC as far as recruiting, but what's up, Jay Shipes?
Utah State just threw a corner end zone pass, and I'm trying to see if it was in. Utah State 7, BYU 14 right now.
Sir UJ, he's a 4-star on 247, and I think he's a 5-star on ESPN's. Which, those, they all rank them differently. But for us, it was the top uncommitted wide receiver left in the class. He was the highest uncommitted wide receiver left in the class, and Georgia just got him. But looks good. I'm glad, that we were able to get another receiver. But at the same time, there are people that decommit throughout the year. So it's one of those, like I don't remember the last time we got a top 20 receiver. I think maybe George Pickens was one.
Yeah. But man, I mean, why would you? You kind of expect that.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I think that's the part too, where now with this offense you see from Georgia, the explosive.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it will change over the next 2-3 years.
Now, speaking of that, did y'all see what Florida State got? Florida State got a 5-star wide receiver commit, Hakeem Williams.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. Papa
last week or a few days ago.
He's a huge Florida State fan. Dude, he sent me the message whenever he got crystal balled, and it wasn't even like later that day or the next day he committed.
Hey, he thinks he's going to come in here and talk shit. Yeah, they did get a 5-star wide receiver there.
Shout out to my boy Ballard Sports Media. Hey, Ballard, do you mind coming on and telling us about your game? Didn't we tell him that before? That when he went to the game, we wanted him to come back and tell us how the game went.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Kirby's
So
advisor?
this is the time,
Guys, I
man.
keep missing everybody. Come on, look. If I missed you guys, it's because I miss you guys. Okay. All right.
Facts.
I'm putting
That's
the
facts.
link in the chat. Ballard, this is for you. Guys, if anybody else joins, I will fight you one-on-one off screen. Okay. This
Off
is just for
screen.
Ballard.
On the streets. If I
Yeah.
see you out in public, it's on site.
Bro, we're throwing his hands.
It's on site.
All right.
He said 4-0. This man.
All right. I just
well,
posted.
let me just
Ballard?
put a PSA out there. And this is not even just for ECG, but Florida's first 4 weeks of their schedule have had the number one toughest strength of schedule. 3 top 10 teams and 1 FBS team.
That went in one ear and went out the other.
I bet it did. I bet it did. But it's facts. It's facts.
What up, Kirby's advisor? No, Nate. I just want Ballard to come and tell us about his Alabama trip. That was it. Tanil said on site is real.
Yeah, it's on site. If it's on site, then there's nothing going to come.
Yeah, you're right.
Come from it.
Falcons fan. The only reason I said I think George Pickens was the last one is because Dominic. I think this is his 5th or 6th year at Georgia. George Pickens, we got him 3 years ago. Dominic been here a while, my boy. Florida, I'll tell East Coast. I'll tell you after this. I'll tell you what I heard. Ballard, I want you to hit a pirouette, and then I want you to hit a backflip, and then a push, so I know it's you. Okay, all right. Hold on.
What's up?
What's up, man?
So look, real quick before I let you start, Ballard, I'm gonna tell everybody it's 8 minutes left right now, guys. South Carolina State is 2nd and 8. They are trying to drive the ball. I will let you know if anything big happens, but Ballard, please tell us about your trip to Alabama, big dog.
Well, it was definitely a first experience, and
it was to Tennessee, right?
What's that?
It was to Tennessee, right? Knoxville?
Vanderbilt.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It was a great game. Obviously, we won big. For a first time going to a college football game, though, I think just getting the feel of an atmosphere and, seeing what it's like on campus is something special. So that's what I was going for. And I had a good time with, we went with X-Wing Millis and then Millis's son.
Got you. Okay.
That's nice. How old is his son?
He's around my age. I think he's like 18 or 19.
Yeah, okay. That's cool.
What was the coolest part about the game? Like the crowd, the running onto the field. What would you say was the coolest part?
We didn't run onto the field, but because we don't rush the field on home games. We're not Auburn or whoever. So
no, I meant like the team running out onto the field. Like, what was the coolest part to you of the game?
Oh yeah, the entrance is really, really cool. When they take the field, they play. What do they play? Thunderstruck by AC/DC. That's a good entrance.
Let's go.
Yeah, man.
That's cool, dude. Well, good. What would you rate it for your first college game? How would you rate it out of 10?
100 out of 10, man, all the way. It was amazing. I mean, I really can't find anything about it that there was to complain. I mean, the only other thing was where we parked. It was quite a bit of to the stadium, but once you get inside, everyone there is really nice. Even Vanderbilt fans were pretty cool too. So, everyone got along. It was a great experience. The music, the $1 Million Band playing in the stadium, just an overall amazing atmosphere.
Did you eat any good food?
What's that?
Did y'all eat any good food around that area?
Yeah, we went to this. I can't think of the name, but we went to like some small burger joint. It was cool. Really good.
Oh, cool.
That's cool. That's the thing. When I go to Gainesville,
No,
go ahead.
no, you finish. Finish what you were saying.
No, I was just gonna say it. Whenever I go to games and stuff like that, like if it's Jacksonville, Gainesville, Tallahassee, whatever, that's the one thing I do want to do is just go try like new food and stuff, new restaurants that aren't where my hometown is. So
Yeah.
Thanks. I'll say this real quick, and then I'll ask you. Somebody had a question for you, Ballard, but South Carolina State punted it, ended up getting blocked partially,
I'm
but it
asking you.
went 15, 20 yards, and State jumped on the ball for a first down. So now it's South Carolina
Poverty ass
State's ball.
Gamecocks.
But Sir UGA said, "Did you see any hotties, Ballard?"
Oh, you can't avoid that in Tuscaloosa, man. I was drooling.
Did you wear gray sweatpants?
Yeah.
Did I what?
Did you wear gray sweatpants?
No.
You can't
Good.
you can't do that, man.
Okay.
Not when it's hot outside. What the hell?
No.
No, I mean, that's not the reason I was saying it. Anyways, but yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But
You know. So who does Bama play this week? Arkansas. How do you feel about that?
Arkansas has been a good team this year, especially on the offense. What I'm not sold on. What's that?
No, nothing. I just want to hear your thoughts.
I think it's going to be a challenge. I expect Bama to win big, but I do expect Arkansas to probably play the best offensive game that Alabama's had to face this year. So, I mean, they'll score around maybe 20-something points, but I think Alabama's in the 40s, and they just kind of put it away towards the end.
Yeah.
You know, that's going to be an interesting one. Arkansas's D-line is really, really good, and Alabama's O-line's been struggling.
Yeah.
I can really see them causing some trouble. But yeah, I mean, I can see it being a 20-point game, but I could see it also being like a 10-point game, or even Arkansas cutting it close like they did by 7 points, I think, last year. I don't really know what to expect because, I mean, yeah. Go ahead.
I was just going to say this Arkansas offense, way more high powered than last year's. So it's like, not saying that Alabama's defense isn't better. I think it is better, but I'm just saying I don't know. It's one of those where if their defensive line pushes those offensive line around, we've seen Bryce Young throw picks to cupcake teams. So it's like you can't do that against Arkansas. Is what I'm saying. You can't turn the ball over and expect to win by 20 points. Not saying you won't win. I'm just saying I think Bryce Young will have a better game, but we'll see. I think that's the challenge. That's the question mark. To answer East Coast question, what time, Big Dog? ECG,
it's gonna be 10 in the morning Saturday your time. I don't know if I don't know.
If I don't have to train, I'll be home.
Bet.
I usually train early in the morning before.
Well, I'll get with you. I'll get with you tomorrow night, and then we'll see. Because I guess it's 9 o'clock my time, and I got to get my ass up, and I'm drinking coffee, and I'm barely awake. So I'll let you know.
No, I usually got to train at 9, and it's just because I try to be done before college football starts. So I'll go about 9 to 12. But Georgia doesn't play till tomorrow night. So,
but that's all good. Yeah,
I mean, no,
just whenever you can.
But
one weekend,
Mr. Ballard, sir, I am glad that you had a good time, dude. There's nothing like going to your favorite team's game.
And his first game, though.
That's first game, dude.
First game ever. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's good. And to see your team blow the other team out, even if it's Vanderbilt, I understand. But next step, Ballard, you got to go to Bama Stadium. That's the next step.
Wait.
Well, it was in Tuscaloosa.
Oh, was it? I thought it was. Why was I thinking it was in Tennessee?
I thought the same thing. I thought it was at Vanderbilt.
I thought it was. Because I kept hearing people talk about it, and they kept saying we're going up to not, whatever, and yeah. So maybe it was in Alabama. My bad.
That's all right.
Jay, facts, bro. Yeah, I agree with what Kirby's advisor said. him get used to it, big dog. You did Jay tell you the story about his dog getting paralyzed?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and so he just
I
got
don't
his
want to hear
back
that, bro. What
wheels
happened?
today. I don't know I don't remember the full story. I just remember he said something happened and he ended up having basically just paralyzed from the waist down. I'm like, that sucks, dude. So they were wanting like all this money for a surgery, and so
Bro.
Daniel, be safe. You'll have a good time.
Oh,
What's
Daniel.
the score on that South Carolina game?
22-7 or 29-7, but South
Yeah, it's
Carolina is
29.
rolling.
Yeah.
They look
Oh,
like they're
okay.
on the
I was
opponent's
asking
30. They just
jackpots.
Oh, you said he is? Okay.
Yeah.
He looks okay, Sir UGA. I agree. Oh, he slipped down 2 steps, had degenerate spine issues that we never knew about. Dang. Might be the only night game in Athens this year.
It might
Well,
be.
I believe Saturday is a night game, but I guess it's at Missouri. So I guess that's what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Spencer Rattler tries to run, gets a few yards. Well, he gets 6 or 7.
Is there any other games you're excited about this week?
Michigan, Iowa. I got that uploading for a
Ooh.
preview video.
What you think about that one?
I think Iowa's got the defense, but their offense sucks, dude. I mean, they can't score worth a damn.
Yeah, what's his
honestly.
name? Spencer Petras. He is garbage.
Spencer
Yeah.
He is
Preachers.
horrible. Spencer Petras. He's horrible.
Sounds horrible.
Oklahoma
Sounds like
TCU
he.
could be a good one. Ole Miss, Kentucky. I mean, that's probably going to be the best game at noon. I mean, that's going to be one of the best ones yet.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I don't know if they'll blow them out, but I think they'll definitely win. But NC State, Clemson, you might want to check up on our boy Pete.
Well, North Carolina State has a good quarterback, and shoot! The running back
What happened?
just broke the defender in half. I mean, he just
Was it
ran
Marshawn
him.
Lloyd?
It had to have been. Oh no, it's the other
Yeah.
one.
Was it?
Yes. I mean, bro, like just. Oh, listen to this hit. I'll turn it up. Hold on, I'll play it again. All right, here it is. I don't know if you could hear it, but bro, he just, God dang. Spencer Rattler hits a little move, hits another move, scrambles, and just throws it away. Okay. Anyways,
Uh-oh.
yeah,
Damn. Utah State's taking BYU to the wire right now. By the wire, I mean they're just, they're looking good.
Yeah.
In the comments, Tennille quoting Edward saying garbage.
Garbage. South Carolina is garbage.
Garbage.
They should be
my
up
bad,
50-10 right now.
Yes. Y'all were talking about the North Carolina State game. I think a good quarterback does a lot for your team, but it's really tough when you play a complete team. We've seen good quarterbacks beat decent teams just by being a good quarterback. But when you play a complete team, it's like, I just feel like it wears on you as a good quarterback to try to carry the load. But that's the difference between a good quarterback and a great.
Yep.
So. What's up, Rick? He says, you stupid prick. Thanks. Oh, okay, that was a catch.
Yeah,
And
are we doing some separate previews or something? Because all
yeah,
these
we can. I
comments
was
are coming
waiting.
in, and I'm like, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about that, but
I want to talk about you. I want to talk about
wanna
me.
talk
You want to talk
me.
about it. All right, we got about 50 seconds till the end of the third quarter, guys, and then we will run through some previews real quick. And then throughout the fourth quarter, we'll talk some, and then at the end of the game, whatever we haven't talked about, we'll go from there. Ballard, anything, sir, you want to talk about real quick? I'm gonna let you go before we end this third quarter, and me and Fish are gonna hit it running. So, anything you want to say
Nah, man,
to these
I'll
fine, purdy people in the comment section?
love all you guys, and I'll stick around in the comments, man. It's great to have college football up and going, and we got a lot of great games to watch tomorrow or this weekend, really.
That it is. Ballard, I've been saying that all day today. I keep saying tomorrow as if Saturday's tomorrow.
Oh, I
I
feel
know
you, man.
Dude, I'm like, man, I got to go to work again.
Yeah,
Bro. But no, I hear you, man.
At least you got power, bro.
yeah.
That's facts. Yeah, at least I got power. You know, I got to
All
be
right,
grateful.
look, Ballard will let you go, guys. If you get the chance, people, go check out Ballard's channel. He
Thanks.
does a lot of different Bama videos. Bro, why you leave so fast? Look, guys, check out Ballard's channel if you like Bama football. If you don't like Bama football, still check his channel out. Leave a like or a hate comment, something like that. But
yeah, Daniel, I hate Georgia too. I know you hate Florida. You shouldn't have. You don't have any reason to hate Florida right now. You're on the top of the mountain.
Sanchez said, "Fish and leave Florida."
No.
All right, I'm gonna pull up the games while the third quarter. It's got 50 seconds left, but I'm just gonna go ahead and have the games pulled up if you want to have them pulled up. And as soon as this 50 seconds goes out, we'll go straight at it. Okay?
Sound good to me.
We'll try to go pretty quick.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm gonna call this 50 seconds real quick. I'm gonna let you know. It's now 36-7 by South Carolina. They ended up getting the ball back after the muff punt from just an interception, and so it kind of is what it is. But I can see South Carolina State still being able to score. Oh, Missouri plays Georgia. Okay, that's cool. I might have to watch that game. Heard Georgia's pretty good this year. Oh, K-Dog, give me a bowl whenever it finishes, bro. Anybody else, if you want chili, please reach out to K-Dog. He's finishing up some chili right now. Oh, wow. Utah State, they're really up right now against BYU? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, Falcons, that's facts, man. That's facts. It's hard to hate somebody that you just bully every year. That's why it's really hard for me to hate Florida State, but I guess I'm about to get back into the groove of it.
Give me just a second, sir, UGA. He's asking what the cash app is, man.
Hey, man. Give the people what they want, man. Give the people what they want.
Like, what am I supposed to do with your money, guys? Like,
are you going to cash out this man while he's wearing an orange shirt, though? With blue writing on it? With blue writing on it, too? Orange and blue shirt? You going to give this man money, sir, UGA? Is that what you going to do, bro?
All right, hold on.
And that cash app, it better say change that shirt.
No, guys, this is my college baseball shirt. Y'all quit hating.
Oh, that came from the back of the closet.
Look at it. Look at it.
Orange and blue. And
Ooh,
orange
yeah,
and blue.
I know. It's crazy. It's the same colors, bro.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, guys. That's my cash app. What is the PayPal? God, what's the PayPal? No. Bro, that commercial is hilarious. I got to turn it
I know
down
these
now,
damn
so
Mormons. They getting Sergio. These Mormons getting it handed to them, ain't they? They
Nature
getting
Boy
everything they
said,
want.
TB played at UF. Nah, bro, don't do that. Stop. Y'all trying, bro. Somebody gonna get a picture of this and Photoshop it and put an F on it, bro.
Hey, like, bro, I ain't sending him the money no more.
Bro, this is a two-teamer, bro. Yeah, Florida and Georgia. Bro, Y'all chill.
Not to Neil wants
You
to
guys
leave.
are being very very flabbergasting right now, bro. Is that the word? Is that how you use it?
Flabbergasted. Well, you would be flabbergasted, not them.
No. Well, they're being very. Oh, they're being very extravaganza. There you go.
You are being extravaganza.
You guys are being
It
very.
just sounds weird. Don't even sound right.
Yeah, facts.
Daniel, we'll see about that, bro. We'll see about that, Daniel. You one of them people. I know you are, bro. I see you. I see you around, bro. I just don't say nothing. I know how you think, how you act, bro.
What you
You
talking
hate
about?
Florida. You hate
It's all
Florida. You bet
commercial right
against
now,
Florida.
guys.
You despise Florida. That's what you do. That's your job.
Is that not what you're supposed to do?
I'm everywhere but nowhere at all.
All right, guys. I don't know if you guys have Venmo, but we'll take it. Y'all probably don't even know what Venmo is. It's a oil company. All right, there you go. You got Venmo. You want to send something? Send it. You'll pay. My boy Fish and his dog has a little dog house in the back. It's got lights in it. You'll pay his dog's light bill. I can't
Yeah,
find my
facts.
PayPal.
It's
So.
LED, but it's only $5 a month, so it'll pay his bill for the month. Her
He
bill.
said LED.
It's
Oh, you
LED,
only
so
got
it saves
PayPal.
power.
I'll find it. I'm having a tough time figuring out where to go to share it. You know how to do this?
Dude, I did that with PayPal. I don't even know, man. I never tried it with Cash App or Venmo or nothing, but with PayPal, it's just a pain in the ass.
Is it? Is it a pain in
It's
the?
like you can't share your profile or share your link unless you go to this certain thing.
All right, I'm trying. I got this. I can do it.
Meanwhile, BYU's just scored a touchdown. It's going to be, if they make the field goal, it's going to be
Oh,
the extra point. It'll be 21-17.
this is my PayPal. Uh,
Nature boy.
you said Venmo, like it's Civil War era currency. Yeah, facts, bro. No, I know, but it seems like most people don't
Nah,
have
this is
Venmo. A lot of
modern.
my
This
training
is
people,
modern shit, man.
have it. I don't hate the fans of any team. They can't help it because they stupid. I just hate Florida, Tennessee, Auburn, and Georgia Tech. Let me check real quick. So UJ, I do live. Oh, Daniel lives 40 minutes from Gainesville. All right, hold on. Game's back on. Actually, I'm gonna wait. Let's go through some of these games, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here, bro.
I believe we have an Ash Cap.
An ash cap? What is that?
He says, for Sunbelt Billy is a poverty coach.
Who that? Sir
That was
UGA? Sir
Cash
Ugga?
App.
Yeah, okay.
I will send him the $5. Wait, do you have Cash App?
No.
Dang it, bro. All right, I'm gonna send it to. I'm gonna make a Western Union to the gas station, and you can just.
A Western
Okay.
Union?
Yes.
Yeah, pay
Let's
$4 to
go.
send me $5, bro. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, guys, we're gonna go through some of these college football games. So I hope you're ready. I'll keep you guys updated on the South Carolina Shame people game. We're gonna go over the big games. There's a lot of little ones, which I know we don't ever go over those anyways. I'm just letting you guys know. Right now, Utah State versus BYU. It's in the second quarter, 17-17. Who are you gonna say, sir?
Who am I picking?
Yeah, but I know the game's
Well,
going
I
on.
thought BYU just scored a touchdown, but I guess there was a flag on the play. So it's 17-17 now. It's going to go into the third quarter. This is tough. This is the same Utah State that got blown out by Alabama, and it's also the same BYU that beat Baylor. This is interesting. It is interesting. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna take BYU in the end, but Utah State's really showing me something pretty nice in this game here so far. I'll take BYU to.
I'm gonna take Utah State.
Are you? Ooh,
Just because, I mean, for them to
dirty,
be
man.
fighting like this right now, having belief going into halftime is everything. You know,
Well,
'cause
hell,
it's not
we
like you
say
just
that
have
there's
momentum.
2.5 minutes left, and BYU's about to kick it. So
Ooh,
Utah State could score again. Really,
okay.
we'll monitor
Wait,
this
I'm going.
situation as it comes.
Yes. You got Washington versus UCLA. I'm gonna go Washington, not just because they're ranked number 15, but because of their game. When was it? Beating Michigan State 39-28.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan State may not be the greatest team in the world, but it's still Michigan State. They still got pretty good recruits.
Yeah, and UCLA, I was kind of hoping to see a little more from this year. I mean, they've been pretty good, but they haven't been, a step above like I thought they would be. And Michael Penix, you remember him from Indiana, the transfer quarterback? I mean, he's playing pretty good under that system and everything at Washington. So, yeah, give me Washington, too.
Daniel's got
I
UCLA.
like it.
I don't blame
Of course. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I saw your
Yeah.
comment, Jason.
Give me Washington, bro.
This is a pretty good one.
UCLA could.
Kentucky. What's up? What?
No, I was saying UCLA could win, but yeah, go ahead.
Kentucky versus Mississippi. This is a pretty good one right here.
This is a
Kentucky
great
versus
one.
Mississippi. Mississippi's trying to prove a lot. I know people don't believe it. Mississippi has been a better rushing team this year than they have been passing team. A lot of that has to go to the man Zach Evans himself. Now, Kentucky, their quarterback play has been their best part of their game this year, which is crazy. Both of these teams are playing the exact opposite as what we thought they would be. We really thought Kentucky would be the ground and pound, smash mouth. We thought Ole Miss would be the light it up through the air, and these teams are playing opposite. I'm going to have to go Kentucky, not because they're ranked higher, but because I believe they still have a bit of the ground and pound with them. But I don't think Ole Miss has a lot of the passing attack. I think, even when they do pass the ball, it's a lot of little hit screens and short routes. Like they just have a running game. And I think Kentucky's physical enough to stop Zach Evans.
Well, let me do a little bit of research, see if I can find this out. But Zach Evans. Hold on. In the previous 2 games. So Zach Evans is questionable from this game.
Fumble for
Not
South
only
Carolina.
that.
Sorry, Go ahead. Wait, he's questionable?
Yeah, so Zach Evans is questionable in this game, and Kentucky gets Chris Rodriguez back from his suspension. First game back in this game.
And they're not going to overload him. Yeah.
What were you saying?
I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just saying,
you're good.
they're not going to overload him since it's his first game back, but they're playing really well without him. I could see that. I could see him adding that extra element to their game.
Yeah, for sure. And if Zach Evans is out, I mean, give me Tucky all day. I'm trying to figure it out. I can't seem to find it. Last I heard, though, is he was out this game.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so regardless, obviously it's Jackson Dart versus Will Levis. It's at home for Ole Miss. This is gonna be a really good game. This is what SEC football is all about. In the middle of the season when it all kicks off. I mean, these are the type of games we look forward to. Yeah, this is gonna be a good one regardless. But yeah, I gotta man. I guess I gotta take Kentucky.
Okay. I like it. This next one, it's not really going to take a whole lot. Purdue versus Minnesota. I'm going to go Minnesota. It's at Minnesota. Minnesota's finally playing very, very well for what Minnesota is. What's up, CJ? So Purdue's not bad. I just think Minnesota is better. Like, hands down better.
So this is the thing. Minnesota has that running back, whatever his name, Ibrahim, and he's really good, but they hand off to him double pretty much what other teams hand off to him, from what I've seen.
Yes.
So he's got a lot of yards and he's a good running back, but they hand it off to him like every play. This reminds me of what Auburn does with the running backs. They just run them into the
Agreed.
ground.
What Kentucky used to do.
Yeah. So I do like Minnesota's run game, and Purdue's D line probably isn't going to do too well against them. But I'm gonna take Purdue. I'm gonna take Purdue.
I like that. Falcons fan said the Dolphins are out here trying to get Tua killed. He just got carted off the field.
No, stop it, man.
Where's my guy? You know, Tua last game was hurt, but came back in the game. He shouldn't have came back in.
And this is an out of conference game. Tua shouldn't even be playing in this game, low key. If you really think about it, he shouldn't even be playing in this game.
Especially if he's hurt like that.
You don't got to win this game against the Bengals. You don't have to win it.
I know.
Plus, they have who do they got back up? Fitzpatrick. Throw his ass in.
Oh, if you got Fitzpatrick, bro, he definitely.
That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, why are you? This is the same thing Nick Saban did. And do you remember when Tua got hurt against Mississippi State? He got just tackled in the backfield by Mississippi State, and it was the third quarter. He should have been out by the half because they were blowing him out.
He ends up going back in,
and then he gets tackled in the backfield and gets a hip injury. Like that. Not only should he not be playing,
they were tearing him up that game, dude.
Yeah,
they should have just taken him out. The game was already away, and it was one of those that he could have went back in if you needed him, but you were already up by 2 scores.
Yeah, plus he's made out of glass, man.
Sorry,
I hate
guys,
saying that because but damn, he just gets injured left and right.
They rushed him back in after hitting the head last game. Now he's got a head and neck injury, bro.
Yeah, well,
keep us updated.
That's what you get. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, man.
Yes, like give him time to, especially if he's a young quarterback. You don't have to rush him back on there. Anyways, all right, my bad. All right, going back into it. This is a good one. This is a really good one. Texas Tech versus Kansas State. Texas Tech just beat Tejas, but Kansas State has been proving themselves all year.
Oklahoma. Hey, man, what do you think about this one? This one's interesting to me.
Kansas State beat Oklahoma. Texas Tech beat Texas. It almost, and I know people are like, oh, what that you don't count that kind of stuff. My thought is, if Texas played Oklahoma right now, I think Texas is weaker without their starting quarterback.
Yeah.
Oklahoma has their full team and still got beat by Kansas State.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go Kansas State. I think Texas Tech is pretty good, but I think they beat a team without their starting quarterback. Kansas State beat an Oklahoma team with their starting quarterback, with their starting everything.
This is tough for me. I think Texas's backup quarterback is still good.
Yes.
And they still lost to Texas Tech, though. And then Oklahoma, with their full team, like you said, lost to Kansas State. And guess who's the quarterback? Adrian Martinez.
No, and you've been telling me all about the dude. Yes.
I'm going Kansas State, or I'm going Texas Tech, man.
Okay.
I can't.
It's at Kansas State.
I think Adrian Martinez has got a few wins he shouldn't have, and I think he's going to lose this game. That's a tough pick.
Okay, this is one of those games where yeah,
because he was horrible in Nebraska. I mean, he was horrible.
Okay,
but he rushed for 4 touchdowns against Oklahoma, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Rushed for 4 touchdowns as a quarterback.
Rushed 4, and they're supposed to have a deep,
Mm-hmm.
Another pick.
Pass, but go ahead. Sorry.
Another interception by South Carolina, and it will be almost a pick 6. South Carolina, I think, has 4 interceptions this game, which is great momentum for South Carolina. So it's still 10 minutes left, 10 and a half minutes left. Just because of, for South Carolina, you're 2-2 right now. If Shane Beamer is going to do anything, you can't have you guys going 500 on the season. So I think this is huge. Defensive end.
They're playing South Carolina State. Who's got the interception?
I'm saying
South Carolina or South Carolina State?
South Carolina.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Uh,
I was about to
which is
say.
their fourth interception. The defensive end is the one that tipped it. He was out in like small zone coverage and ended up tipping it. But
Mhm.
anyways, I'll shut up. On to Nate the Great. If you're still here, Nate, and you want to come on and talk about this game, we'd love for you to.
Yeah, my boy True Seminole says
Michigan,
he's got power back.
True Seminole don't have power back, bro. Don't
That's
listen to
what he
him.
said, man. That's what he said.
And he literally licked the end of 2 batteries and put them together with his charger on the Michigan versus Iowa.
This
I'm
one's
going
it.
Michigan, of course, but I
Yeah.
do think Iowa's going to give them a good game.
So I was watching a few things today just while I was working. I was listening to some stuff. And when Michigan goes on the road to Iowa, it doesn't usually go too well.
Really?
Yeah, there was like a loss 14-13, and then like some other kind of crazy stat where they haven't lost, like they haven't won like 6 in a row at Iowa Stadium. I don't know. I don't really believe in all that mumbo jumbo. Yeah, give me Michigan.
Okay. I
I
see
think they
what you're
will shut
saying.
down
Yeah.
Michigan's run though. Blake Corum will probably get shut down pretty heavily in this game. So JJ McCarthy's going to have to throw.
JC says Kansas State running back is a mini beast, though. Agree.
FSU
True
4-1.
Seminole says
4-1.
Oh.
4-1, bro.
Okay. So we both agree. Oklahoma versus TCU. I'm going Oklahoma. TCU used to have Zach Evans, so now they don't. So that's a
Hey,
good way to put
TCU's
it.
3-0, man.
They are, but I still think
They are.
Oklahoma's a better team. I'm going to go to TCU's schedule though. I know they're 3-0, but I am wondering who they beat. So they played
Yeah,
Colorado.
I think Oklahoma is going to want to bounce back from last week. I mean, they know they shouldn't have lost to Kansas State, and I mean, let's be real. Oklahoma has been losing to Kansas State for years. Years.
Bro, look at this. Ole Miss, their running backs, both are one's a transfer, one's a freshman. Zach Evans has 365 yards this year, 4 touchdowns. The freshman has 429 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Jesus.
God, oh,
That's 700 yards and 2 rushers.
That's almost 8 and almost 10 touchdowns, and you're going into your 5th game of the season. Like, chill,
Yeah, they
Ole
might
Miss.
pull in Arkansas and lead the SEC in rushing. I mean, hell, who knows?
Yeah, you're right.
We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, no, they ain't no joke. Parrish is no joke for Ole Miss, and obviously Zach Evans is good if he can just stay healthy. So I hope he is healthy. He's fun. He's fun to watch play. I mean, he's really good.
We both choosing Oklahoma over TCU.
Yeah, I got to.
Okay. This is a good one.
I just think they're gonna be good.
Oregon State versus Utah. I think I got to go Oregon State.
And this is where I will disagree. Oregon State. Well, man, there's a lot to this. I'll just make it simple. USC, and it was 17-14. They beat Oregon State. I think it showed weaknesses in USC. I think it showed weaknesses also in Oregon State. And I think they're both, other than USC's offense, I think they're pretty weak too. But Utah, ever since they lost to Florida, Utah has been out for blood in everybody that they've played. And if you paid any attention to the point spreads and everything, Utah has covered the spread in every game they played except since Florida. So they're not only winning, they're winning big, and they're trying to score points on people on purpose. So Utah is wanting to make that playoff spot and win the Pac-12. Now, we'll see at the end of the year where that stands, but Utah is out here trying to play. So I'm taking Utah.
I agree. I like that point. I have to go Oregon State because I doubted them against USC last week, and they put up a fight.
I did too.
For me,
yeah.
It's like if I feel like they could beat USC, then I feel like they should be able to beat Utah. I think USC is a high-scoring offense. If you can stop that kind of offense, you should be able to. But I don't know.
Well, let me pose a question real quick. You can answer and be done. Who would you pick right now in Week 5, USC or Utah? Who would you pick to win? That's
I
tough.
pick USC. No, I pick USC.
Really?
I think USC has a
Yeah,
better
that's tough.
offense than Florida. I think USC has a better offense than Florida, just from what we've seen as far as consistency the last couple of weeks. And if y'all were able to do that to them in week 1, I think USC would be able to put up a lot more than y'all.
That's interesting. I mean, there's a lot of points I could say about that. But anyway, I was just curious what you'd go for right now. But anyway, go ahead.
Oklahoma State versus Baylor. Baylor's already got 1 loss. Not trying to lose another one. They're trying to win their conference.
Same like
Oklahoma
Utah.
State.
This is the Utah situation, man, right here.
And Oklahoma State almost made the playoff last year.
Mm-hmm.
They were 1 game away at the very end of the season, so it's like
Baylor knocked them out.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of emotion behind
Baylor
this
got
game.
1 loss. Baylor's gonna be fighting for this game, man.
I agreed, and I believe Oklahoma State knows that. So it's really just I think this is a toss-up. I don't think this is a blowout. I don't think it's a 3 touchdown.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, it really is. And to be honest, Baylor's going to have to fight for every single win they get this year. They lose to BYU by single digits.
Yeah.
They beat Iowa State by single digits. They got to play Oklahoma State. I mean, this is the 3rd straight tough game they've had. This is tough for Baylor right here, man. This is really tough.
Yeah.
I like Oklahoma State's offense a lot more, but as an overall team, their defense, after losing the defensive coordinator, I think they're kind of not as full of a team that they were last year. So I don't know, man. It's just tough. I'm gonna take Oklahoma State though.
Bro, that's a very good point. I'm going Oklahoma State, but I like the point of them losing the D coordinator.
They lose the D coordinator. The defense is steady declining, but I don't think it matters enough.
Yeah, I like it. What's the score to that Cowboys game? I'm guessing Cowboys are playing Dolphins, y'all. Am I right?
Yeah, I couldn't.
True Seminole, are you still here, sir? Y'all, is that Florida State fan still here? Because this game right here, he might like. Number 22 in the nation, Wake Forest, versus number 23 in the nation, Florida State. State Florida. State
Farm.
Like
this, man.
Florida State Farm. Who you got?
I'm gonna let you go first because I got to think about this one for a second. I got to collect my thoughts.
I was thinking this way before Pete said it. He's talking about Oklahoma State Cowboys. Got you. So I'm gonna say this. I was thinking this before Pete said it. Wake Forest did just come off of a huge loss, not just because you lost, but because it's a high-scoring game. You thought you were going to win. Goes into overtime. You thought you were going to win. Boom, you lose it in crazy fashion. You're pissed. You almost beat the number 5 team in the nation. You had a lot on the line. Well, now you've got to muster up all that energy that you just used and go against the Florida State team who is fighting for not just this year, but all those years under Willie Taggart. You're playing at Florida State with all those fans who had to deal with Willie Taggart, who had to deal with losing seasons after Jimbo screwed them. And in their mind, this game is the game that if they win, they are 2 years in the future. If they lose, they can still have a good season. But they mess around and go 5-0, they're going to start believing. This is the game of belief. If they win this game, they're going to start believing. And Clemson, the last thing they need is a team like Florida State to believe. You just showed you can get beat over the top. Florida State, I feel, is a more complete team than Wake Forest. Now, can you stop that high-powered offense from Wake Forest? I don't know. We're going to find out. But I think Florida State is a more complete team than Wake Forest. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. CJ, you're delusional. That's not happening. But what I will say to your point, Florida State is a more complete team. I mean, they have a really good defensive line. The safeties are a little bit questionable, but they're not playing horrible. FSU's on a roll, man. I mean, this is the only thing I can really say about this game, and this is why it makes me worried because I want to take Wake Forest all day in this game, especially from what I saw last week. But Sam Hartman, it was only his 2nd week back, and he made absolute magic happen in that Clemson game. It's hard to have 2 pretty much games of your life 2 weeks in a row. I do think he'll be successful throwing the ball, but
Yeah,
I don't think he will be a magician like last week.
dude, that's a very good point, especially when teams
So
scheme against.
yeah, man, and you know we know Wake Forest's run game isn't very good, and Clemson's D line is good, so I don't see that being an issue for Florida State. I have to take Florida State as much as I don't want to because I want to take Wake Forest. Now, if Sam Hartman does have a week like he did last week, you know maybe I'll take them to win, but I don't think it'll happen. So I gotta take Florida State.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. Going Florida State, dude. We are killing it on time right now. We're doing good.
Let's go.
And we still have some good games. This one, it's another good game. This is a
Spread's
week, bro. This is
6.5 or
a
7.
good
True
week.
Seminole. Sorry.
It's 7. Right
Yeah,
at
7.
7.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Alabama versus Arkansas. Number 2 in the nation versus number 20 at Arkansas. A very disciplined team. Alabama will not be able to play as undisciplined as they did against Texas and still win that game. There's no way they'll win.
Big facts. Arkansas is going to be the most disciplined team on the field this game. They're going to play physical to Alabama's O-line that's not physical.
Agreed.
Problem is Alabama, there's so much I could say. I mean, Alabama's going to scheme around how Arkansas plays. I mean, they're going to figure out ways to throw the ball or run the ball if they need to. They're going to put Jahmyr Gibbs into wheel routes or throws in the backfield. I don't know.
Agreed.
I'm going to take Arkansas.
I know we usually don't agree. Not agree. I know we usually don't pick the same teams, but I'm going Arkansas.
I'm going Arkansas.
And the reason
man.
I say that is
I think Alabama's about to get exploited. I really do.
And now, but I will say this: an announcer said this earlier today. I was listening to it, and he made a good point. He said Arkansas knows that there's a rumor out there about them that if you just break the first tackle, you're scoring a touchdown because their tackling in the secondary is not very good.
It's horrible.
So he's like,
horrible.
He said he looks for Arkansas to put that rumor to bed with this game.
Yes. I'm glad you said that because you know what it really comes down to? You get past Will Anderson and Dallas Turner, you gone. You gone.
But
you get
that's
past
the thing.
You gone, bro.
We can't say that yet. We're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take this game to prove that.
Yes, it will.
It's going to take this.
We'll see how they do. I mean, it's not a tricky task because trust me, Nick Saban knows that that's what Arkansas needs to do and wants to do. So we'll see how it really plays out. But that's kind of the ticket right there, is it not? I mean,
and for me, it feels like Bryce Young. He may have found it against Vanderbilt. He doesn't have his go-to. Last year he had 2 go-to guys. This year he's struggling to find that go-to receiver. Vanderbilt may just be so bad that you just destroyed them no matter what. But in a big game, who is your go-to guy? I think we'll find a lot out about Alabama too. Falcons fan, I guess he's saying he said
nope. Hey, Arkansas's been creeping for the past 2 years that Sam Pittman's been there. He's been just creeping up.
Oh,
and
man,
now
the game's closer and closer.
And now it's just time to hit it. And I might be wrong. We might be wrong. It is Alabama.
Oh, I mean, of course. Agreed.
But still, that's what I'm picking right now.
Here's I'm going to skip these few because they're like automatic wins. I'm going to go to some good ones. Texas A&M versus Mississippi State.
I like this one too.
You call me crazy, guys, because I keep picking the upset. I got Mississippi State beating Texas A&M, and it's at Mississippi State.
Whew. I got Mississippi State too, and for one reason purely. Texas A&M's strength is on their D-line, and that is the sole strength of pretty much the whole team, the D-line and the linebackers. Well, Will Rogers is going to throw all over them. Yeah, and he's going to get it out quick. Yeah, Mississippi State don't run the ball, bro. So that's kind of how I see it. I mean, strong offense, weak-ish secondary for A&M. So yeah, I'm taking Mississippi State for that reason alone, and they beat them last year too.
Daniel, I want to believe that because I know they have the stars to do it, but we also have seen those stars struggle. And who do they struggle against? Passing teams.
Like we
Heck,
said.
State ran
Yeah.
the ball on them pretty good, but passing teams seem to do really well against Texas A&M. And they might not beat them, Daniel, but I will say they're either going to win that game or it's going to be close. I don't see Texas A&M going out there and just dominating.
So yeah. So I'll say this: if Texas A&M's D line can get to the quarterback before he has an option to throw a slant route or a screen pass, if they get him to him that quick, then I mean A&M's going to win. But if he has time to do any of that or even make reads or anything, I mean Mississippi State's probably their offense is just going to eat. That's just my opinion.
Last point before we get to True Seminoles' favorite game of the week. Last point. CJ makes a good one. Mississippi State defeated A&M last year. A&M was better last year.
Yes, they were. Yes,
So
they were.
It's that throwing the ball all the time. It gets annoying, but you've got to, you got to let live type deal. All right, here we go.
What I want to see?
What?
I'm going to look this up. I want to know what's the game that Texas A&M has scored the most this year? Is it 33 to Sam Houston?
It's a good point. It may be that. It may be that.
It might be. So they've not scored more than 33, which I can't talk. Florida's only scored 33 still. Like I said earlier, number one strength of schedule in the country in first 4 games. So yeah.
I agree. South Florida does look strong. South Florida did look really strong this year, bro.
Yeah, South Florida's a powerhouse, man. They're an absolute powerhouse. It was 31. Yeah, that's correct. 31 against Sam Houston. That's the most they've scored all year.
Big two. Falcons fan says Mississippi State is my biggest worry as a Georgia fan. Those air raid offenses have been our Achilles heel. Oh, and it's in Starkville. No, I agree. What I was really impressed by, and I'll make this quick, Falcons fans, so we can move this next game. Kirby has learned you can't do too much against air raid. You just have to go into literally a cover 3 zone, back your tail up, and make them throw it underneath. Because when you try to do too much, they beat you over the top. Ask Texas A&M. Ask Middle Tennessee. Ask Miami. Middle Tennessee threw it over the top every single freaking time because they would not go into that kind of offense. You can't do too much against those guys. All right. Y'all are ready. This is probably the game of the week. Not probably, it is the game of the week. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Breaker 1-9. How your mama and them. North Carolina State at number 10 in the nation versus Clemson at number 5 in the nation. And I'm going to go ahead and say, the only thing I know about North Carolina State, they got a good quarterback. That's it. That's the only thing I know about them. They may have a decent defense. And this is what I may do. Let's pull up North Carolina State. But we've seen Clemson play this year, especially if you're a Pete fan. You've heard a lot about Clemson, but North Carolina State has beaten East Carolina 21-20. They beat Charleston Southern by 50. They beat Texas Tech by 2 touchdowns. And then they played Connecticut 41-10. I'll say this. I won't even go into any more points. I'll say this and I'll let you go. I'll say this. Yes. Charleston Southern, Connecticut, and East Carolina. You know what that makes me think of is Michigan playing 3 group of 5 teams and then struggling and almost getting beat.
Except Michigan didn't struggle.
Is it going to hurt North Carolina State because they haven't played, you know what I mean, tough competition, and now you're turning around and playing Clemson? Or is it going to help them because they've been able to gain momentum? Like, how do you see that? How do you view that?
I don't know, man. I think Clemson's obviously more talented. Now, you say you don't know anybody from NC State's team, and I don't know very many either. I'm not going to lie to you. But they do have a few NFL players on their team. I think they got 2 really good O linemen, a D lineman, a safety, and the quarterback, right? They got a few, maybe 5 NFL players on that team. But as far as, if you compare the teams and the talent and all that, really what it's going to take to win this game for NC State is going to be the coaching. And if the weather is bad, that's a different story. But so I guess we'll see. I mean, I'm 50-50 on this one. Maybe I'm a little bit 60-40, leaning Clemson, but still, it is going to be a really good game.
The part you talked about with coaching, that's the whole reason why Wake Forest was in that game with Clemson. The chess match part from Wake Forest's coach. Like, and that's how you beat good teams. You can't.
And you know what?
Guys, I don't care who your team is. I don't care how talented you are. You cannot play the role of a coach that's like, well, we'll talk about it at halftime. No, you don't have time, bro. You waiting until halftime could be the other team getting up by another 2 touchdowns. That could be them being up 21 or 28 points at halftime because you thought, well, hey, we'll wait, we'll talk about it. No, you have to adjust then and there. We've heard a lot of negative about North Carolina State's coach, so I think this is the game where he can prove to everybody that he's different. That he's learned or he's growing. So this is a huge game. This is a huge 50-50. Because it's a 50-50, I'm not choosing. Clemson's got to prove to me that DJ Baba can go in there and actually throw and play well in a tough environment. He did good against Wake Forest. I think North Carolina State's defense is better than Wake Forest.
You know what's a good point to me? If Brent Venables was on the staff for Clemson, Wake Forest, I don't think would have came that close. I really don't. Because it was kind of an adjustment thing. I mean, Wake Forest started exploiting that one safety that was getting beat every play, and they just tossed it up to him, and Sam Hartman could just drop it in the bucket. No big deal. Boom. Now, contrary to that, I mean, I don't think Devin Leary can just drop it in the bucket every play like Sam Hartman can. And that's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take. And DJ played a really, really good game too. So this is going to come down to I want to say, hey, who plays quarterback better, but really, I mean, it's going to be an involvement of both. I mean, we saw Clemson wide receiver step up a lot last week, and DJ. I mean, we got to see that keep going just for Clemson in general. So
you made a good point earlier. You made a really good point earlier about Wake Forest versus Florida State. Can Sam Hartman have a great game again? Same thing goes for DJ.
That's right.
Same thing goes for DJ. Can you have a great game again? So,
and I think he definitely can. Because the thing is, and when you compare that, I mean, Sam Hartman was kind of just, I mean, he was getting flushed under pressure, and then he had a wheel route, or there was a ton of plays where he just kind of just threw it over and dropped it right in. I mean, DJ's kind of not that way. When DJ plays good, he plays good but clean. Sam Hartman's really a playmaker type of quarterback. That's kind of the difference. If that makes any sense at all.
Too. No, you're absolutely right. This is another one too, though. DJ threw for 371 yards, 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, threw the ball 41 times. First, I think North Carolina State's defense is better than Wake's. 2, Will Shipley had 20 carries for 104 yards. Can he run the ball again another 20 times this game? Can he sustain 20 carries a game? Like, there's a good bit that goes into that.
I think he can. I think he can. He may not get 100. He may not get 100 yards, but if they spread it out, though, then maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I agree. That's a tough one, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's a 50-50. Like, I'm not picking this game. I'm not picking it.
Well, I'm gonna pick it because I have to pick it. I mean, if we come on here and talk all our shit about it, we got to pick it, right? So,
what's the one I'm not talking about?
Yeah, I've got to pick it. I'm gonna pick Clemson. But man, this is going to be a really good game.
Well, if you're picking Clemson, then
and this is Georgia. Basically a new rivalry, right? I mean, this is kind of not historically rivalry. Not really historic, right? You know what I mean?
If North Carolina State wins, I will stamp this down as a rivalry. See you, Daniel. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, Daniel.
If North Carolina State wins, I will stamp it down as a rivalry.
Well, it's becoming that, and I don't know if this is Pete just getting in my ear, but he hates them, and NC State and NC State fans hate them too. So This
Only
is a
reason I say that,
rivalry to
though,
me
bro,
at this point.
North Carolina State in the last 10 years has beaten Clemson once.
Yeah. See, and that's the part
So
that
it's
doesn't
like,
make it a rivalry. That's the whole reason I can't call it that, is because rivalries usually go back and forth and they have like hate and momentum and all that kind of energy to it. But I don't know.
facts. Not very good games left after.
I don't know
We
your
got
stuff.
3 games. I'm just going to name them and let you pick what you like about them. Georgia
Yeah.
Tech versus Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. I'm looking
Yeah,
around.
Pittsburgh.
Are the aliens
Yeah.
coming yet?
Facts, bro. Arizona State versus USC. Arizona State just had their head coach fired, and Hermanian Devil
I
Edwards.
know. Poor Emory Jones, man. He's out there all alone with no head coach.
Now I'll say this though, guys. You all have been college football fans a long time. It more times than not, when a team gets their head coach fired, that next game or two, those guys play their heart out. Like, they play very, very well. Yeah, I would say it's more times than not. I'd say
I would
60%
say if
of
the head coach really deserved to be fired and he was the problem, usually the next week they play hard. If it's one of these
Yes,
deals
agreed.
where, like the Will Muschamp with South Carolina, when he got fired, everybody was pissed, right? They played kind of flat, right? So it depends on how the program's mood is. So yeah, if Herm Edwards deserved to be fired, then yeah, they'll probably play better. Yeah, I agree.
Agreed. All right, I'm gonna go USC on that one. Beating Arizona State. This last one,
Same.
Stanford versus versus Oregon. Stanford has played some tough games. I think they're 1-2 right now, but they've lost to some tough teams. They lost to Washington, and they played USC right before. So they played a number 6 team in the nation and the number 15. They lost to USC 41-28 and lost to Washington by 28 points. So it's a tough one. I'm going to go Oregon because if Oregon is who I think they are, they should destroy them, bro.
Mm-hmm. I'm going Oregon too. I'm going Oregon to cover the points too. I heard Stanford had their leading running back out. I don't know if it was for injury or something. He's out for some reason, but yeah, he's out. So that's even more reason for me to take Oregon. So yeah, that's what I'm taking.
Okay. That was a good one. So I guess the game's almost over for South Carolina. It's 43-10. 43-10. So Wolfpack Daddy, I don't think it was a lead in the fourth. I think it was the third and fourth quarter, big dog. But even though I tell you this, it's not going to stop you from arguing. So I'm just going to shut up. So I'll say this though, after all the games that are coming up, this seems to be the best week overall since week 1. Since we were real hyped up about a lot of those games.
And we said that last week.
We did. Yeah, we did. But you can tell that this week definitely seems to be better than last week.
Yeah, for sure.
I am hyped up about it though. Who does Florida play this week?
So for the Hurricane, they moved it to Sunday, and it's Eastern Washington.
Oh, okay. We
so
play
it's easy
Missouri,
dubs.
so it's kind of the same. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, dude, y'all are gonna kill it.
What do you want to see? What do you want to see out of Florida, like going against Eastern Washington?
I mean, that's tricky for me because Florida didn't run the ball well against Tennessee, and that was kind of their strong suit. So, I mean, I want to see a little bit of that rhythm get back up with running the ball, but I just want to see explosive plays at this point. I mean, Anthony Richardson has showed me game in and game out that that he can throw deep, and then he can also throw, have 20 incompletions in a game too. So I want to see explosive plays with Anthony Richardson and running the ball. And I want to see the defense actually stop the run. At least stop the run. If you're going to blow coverages, stop the run.
Agreed.
Yeah. So that's all. That's its own whole video itself. But
for Georgia, all I want to see, and I agree, same point to what you just said about the video deal. I want to score in the red zone. I want to score in the red zone. That's it.
Are y'all
I think,
still running them reverses? The reverses, the reverse runs.
Brock Bowers,
with
Brock
Bowers?
Bowers has 3 rushes for 3 touchdowns on 130 yards rushing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so he literally broke
I've seen them run that
75
same
yards.
play like multiple times, and he still scores off of it every time.
And the way that they disguise it is they'll motion him and then run a play out of it, whether it's play action, a handoff to the running back, or they'll put him in that spot and then run a pass play out of it. So it's like they're watching you to see if you bite down to stop that reverse, then they're hitting it over the middle with a pass. Like
Yeah,
they're
right,
they're baiting you. And that's
Yeah.
what I really like about Monken is he's really good with baiting people. He's probably the masturbator, like the master at baiting people.
No, but like
But
this, yeah,
anyway,
no, you're right though. We talked about this before. I mean, you run a play like that with all the talent that Georgia has. I mean, if you read the defense right, you can't stop that play. You can't
agreed.
stop it. You know.
And that's what we've wanted at Georgia for a long time is quit overdoing it.
Mm-hmm.
Quit overdoing it. So yeah, that's it. Just score in the red zone. Don't catch the punts. Don't have turnovers. But that's really it. I think we'll do good. I just want to see our team grow up a little bit more.
Yeah, I've seen some people having some comments about Georgia, talking about how they need to see more and stuff. I'm like,
It just
you
we just
still
look
need to see
young.
more, huh?
Yeah, we just look like the linebackers to
In
me,
some
what I
ways,
saw
yeah.
against Kent State. Our linebackers, I know they're super inexperienced. I get that. But dude, they would attack gaps and the running back would just bounce it out. Like they would attack the gap too early. And I'm like, I guess I'm spoiled by the 3 linebackers last year that got drafted. 2 of them are starting right now. Like I get that, but
Mm-hmm.
I do think as the year goes on, it's Georgia. You're supposed to get better at linebacker. So I'm just what I'm looking for. Against Kent State, what do you go? What you saw what you look like against Missouri. Missouri should be better than Kent State. As these next couple of games go on, can you guys get good enough that when we play Florida, we don't have that problem? Because Florida's going to run the read option. Florida's going to run the read option, and they are going to, especially with AR-15, you mess around and bite, he going to get 10, 15 yards every play. So,
hey, look, I'm gonna say this right now. If Anthony Richardson plays how he did against Tennessee, we're gonna give Georgia a little bit of a fit.
oh, I believe it. No, I agreed.
I mean, I don't think it'll happen, but I'm saying if it does, I mean, if it's game planned right and everything about how Georgia's defense kind of comes in, I don't expect us to run the ball just like we didn't run the ball in Tennessee, but it could make it pretty interesting if he could air that ball out and not throw any interceptions. But that's down the road. We'll see. I don't have much faith in it, but that's the great thing about it.
That's why for me, watching Florida from the outside in, he got a few games to get himself going too.
True.
Win or lose, it don't matter. Yeah, for Florida fans, win or lose, it matters because you want to win as many games as you can. But like as a Georgia fan, it's like Florida for the last 50 years, bro. It didn't matter what your record was. When you played against Georgia, you were trying to knock off Georgia to stop them from winning something, just like Georgia was trying to do it with Florida. Florida would be on pace to win the East or, do this or that. We knock you guys just like you do it to us. So for me, it's like, I want for Florida to be good by that time, but I do not want Florida to get clicking. If Florida gets clicking, it's going to be like, God dang it. We actually are going to have to play a really good game to beat them. What's up?
Yeah, Sergio Udrea, that's not fake news. I mean, it's not. Now, realistically, Georgia has a much better defense than Tennessee. They're going to stop Florida's run. All that can be said. But what I was saying was if Florida's passing game gets on point when they play Georgia, and if Anthony Richardson plays the same, it could be a problem for Georgia. And like TB said, these rivalry games, I mean, they're not just regular out of conference games or, Florida versus Mizzou. It's not like that. Both teams get up. Florida had a 6-7 season last year. And in the first half, Florida was competing with Georgia. So, I mean, you know how this goes, bro. Come on. You know how this goes.
Yeah, agreed, dude.
Not saying we'll
And
win or
that's
anything, but you at TB, I think you know what
no,
I'm
I get
saying.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you
and
know what I
that's
mean.
and we've talked about this before, but that's kind of my deal is last thing we need as a Georgia fan is to have AR-15 rolling on all cylinders because he will be AR-15, bro. If he gets clicking, he's gonna be way better than Bryce Young, bro. Like
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Hell, okay, put Jameson Williams and Garrett Wilson on Florida's team right now.
well, let's change that sentence. Let's say if he can be as accurate as Bryce Young, he'll be as good. Then I would
All
say
I'm
he'd be
saying is
better.
Bryce Young can't run like AR-15 can.
Nah, he can't. But
So,
Bryce Young
so
throws better
I
than
get what
AR
you're
can too,
saying.
though. So you know.
Oh yeah, agreed. But
So it's kind of a
Bryce Young will never be able to run as good as AR-15, but
nah.
AR-15 can up his passing accuracy. So that's what I'm saying.
Correct me if I'm wrong, and this can go for the comment section too. But correct me if I'm wrong. Is there a quarterback Anthony Richardson's size that is faster than him in the whole
I don't think
country?
there's a quarterback. I don't think there's a quarterback less smaller than him that's faster than him. Well, sir, UGA
Maybe not.
with AR-15 throwing for 450 yards, it's like if he comes out this week and throws for 350 to 400, it's like
Yeah, you sound
Wolfpack
silly.
Daddy. Nobody said he better than Bryce Young.
Yeah,
Bro,
nobody
look, I
said
know that you like to argue, my boy. Yeah, my boy over here, he one of them teenage girls, bro. They'd be sitting outside the locker waiting on the girl to leave the classroom so they could follow her into the bathroom, bro.
that.
Oh my
Stupid.
God, Becky, look at
Oh
her.
my God.
Bryce Young can lead his team to a playoff.
Has Stetson Bennett
You
ever
mean
threw
you mean?
for over 450 yards?
I don't think so.
All right, sir, UGA,
Wolfpack
you can
Daddy.
suck on that one
Yeah, I
then.
said he can be. Yeah, that is what I said. Bryce Young didn't lead his team to a playoff. I thought Jameson Williams and Garrett Wilson did. The 2,000-yard receivers, Wolfpack Daddy. Because this year without him, he struggled against Texas. He threw 2 interceptions against Louisiana Monroe. He threw an interception against Utah. I think he's got 4 or 5 interceptions already. Wait, are you telling me Bryce Young has just as many interceptions as AR-15?
Well, sir, yeah, of course he won't. I mean, Florida's not there yet. But I know one thing: you'd give your left nut to have a quarterback like him. I know that's a fact, though.
Wait, bro, does Bryce Young have? Let me see. Does Bryce Young have as many interceptions? Because if
He
he's
threw
got
2
more
in the
interceptions,
Louisiana game. I know that. And Anthony Richardson
well,
has 4, so it's
what I'm
possible.
saying is, if AR-15 could go this whole year and throw less interceptions than Bryce Young, then I would rub it in Wolfpack Daddy's hairy face, bro. I would, dude.
Sir
Oh, I
UGA
would
sitting here
love.
telling me that he would not take Anthony Richardson as his quarterback.
I think Alabama's talent is a little more than
TB, would
Florida's,
you
bro.
take him?
What?
Would you take Anthony Richardson over Stetson Bennett?
That's too situational.
And we're talking time links too. I mean, he's had what, 6 starts in his career. Stetson Bennett's had
but you're
18 or
telling
something
me
like that.
you're
Or
telling
more.
me would I take AR? Are you asking me would I take AR right now to start over Stetson? Because if you're saying start over him, I would say no. There's no way. The experience of Stetson is way too high right now. Would I take
and that's kind of
If would I take AR-15 to be in the quarterback room to develop and get better? Yes, bro.
Well, it wouldn't matter. Kirby wouldn't play him.
I'm trying to find the amount of interceptions right now for Wolfpack Daddy. Because I thought Wolfpack Daddy was a North Carolina State fan. It seems like he's an Alabama
got like
fan.
3.
Yeah, he's got three favorite teams. Oh, you talking about interceptions? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Esso said Rattler threw 2 picks to South Carolina State. South Carolina State.
Sure did.
Well, Bryce Young threw 2 picks to Louisiana Monroe, but don't tell Wolfpack Daddy that. He thinks what's the name of their quarterback?
Devin Leary.
O'Doyle rules. Oh, what?
Devin Leary.
Yeah, he thinks Devin Leary is a good quarterback. And Bryce Young. Let's see. Man, we would use AR-15.
Hell no, you'd use him just like you'd use Justin Fields. That's exactly what y'all would do.
Vic 2 just said that. He said we use AR-15 in the red zone package.
Yeah, that's facts. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Which
agree.
is a
Falcons
shame,
fan.
but yeah, and that's a
Falcons
shame.
fan makes a good point, bro. He said, I think AR-15 is a good quarterback, but Georgia's offense relies on getting the ball to the playmakers and not making mistakes. And AR-15 is a playmaker with accuracy issues and makes tons of mistakes.
I
And
would
I
agree
think
with
that's
all
the
that, and I
thing.
want to cap that comment off with Florida doesn't have playmakers other than at running back, and so that inhibits Anthony Richardson to what he can really do. So I agree with all that.
Well, I mean, he's inexperienced, bro. Like I remember, I don't know if y'all know this, bro. Stetson Field, I said Stetson Field. Stetson Bennett transferred to a JUCO from Georgia. He led the entire JUCO college football league in interceptions.
He
Like
came to
he
Georgia
threw
and sat fourth string, and then guess what?
ends up getting bumped up. So
Kirby
I
said,
believe.
"My precious, my precious."
Oh yeah,
And the
facts.
rest
He
was
said,
history,
"Don't."
man.
Falcon said, "Don't compare Jim Chaney play calling to Todd Monken." Bro, I agree. Todd Monken, Jesus, and Jim Chaney, the Antichrist.
Todd Monken is top 3 offensive coordinator in the country right now.
Yeah, bro. And the only reason we're not putting him at first is because the season not over.
Easily. If he don't take a head coaching job this year, he just don't want to be a head coach.
I don't think he does. I had this conversation with somebody. He's been a head coach previously. He's been in college, went to the NFL, came back to college, went back to the NFL, and now he's back in college. I think he just wants to do his job and do it well, bro. I don't think he wants the responsibility of all the stuff of being a head coach. I think he just likes doing his job. And now that Georgia is in a place to pay him more than he'd make it half the coaching jobs in the country, if not 75% of them, I think he's just like, I'm good, bro.
Yeah, Dan Mullen could be like a Todd Monken if he was smart.
He could. Well, and if he would just
Monken would just see, bro, why you doing this to me? No, if Dan Mullen just did what Todd Monken's doing and just go to a good school and be the OC and just dominate, and he could just sit there and make consistent money, and that's what he would do.
You know who I think of what Dan Mullen is and schools out there? Alabama is the type that would take him because they take the whole, previous head coaches. And it's like, I could see them taking a Dan Mullen and just saying, yeah, Dan, and I could see Dan staying there for 5-6 years. I could see it. You know who? What if Dan Mullen went to Arkansas
as an OC?
Yes.
Oh hell no!
You don't think he'd work out?
Yeah, I think he'd work out.
Oh,
I think he'd work out wherever he wanted to go.
Agreed.
Honestly,
because he does
damn near everywhere.
He's just not good at the leadership
he doesn't want to. I say he work out, but he probably wouldn't even want to recruit on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, he wants to coach, scheme, and then play the game. That's all he wants to do.
Well, and that's why I say, bro, just let him. Oh, I'm a Falcons fan. He said Mullen at Bama as an OC would be scary as heck. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is he just needs to go somewhere, bro. He just needs to go somewhere where he can just do his thing. Will Mullen's wife work out in Arkansas? I don't know, bro.
I don't know, man. I haven't seen her interact with any Arkansas people.
Yeah, I would think he's gonna. Yeah, I do like that comment, Sir UGA.
If they're out there riding pigs everywhere, she might just not stick around. I don't know.
Are you saying that Miss Mullen likes to ride hogs?
No comment. No comment.
Anyways, bro, wrap this up, man. Look, we love you guys, and I know I completely forgot about Lou was on, so I just scrolled down. I had a parent text me talking about their kids getting so much more confident. How do you think she's doing? And I see Lou's live right above that, and I'm like, I got to reply to the comment. So tell me, big dog, how would you like to wrap this up?
I would like to wrap this up by saying, watch out for Arkansas this weekend. Watch out for NC State this weekend. Watch out for the TB and Fishing Show after the season weekend of week 5. Help me out because I think that's it.
I'm gonna say, thank you. P Digit said domesticated or wild hogs.
I'm like
Sir
trying to think of
UJ,
shit,
thank
bro.
you
I'm
guys.
like, well,
Facts. Wolfpack Daddy, I am gonna be watching your game very close, bro. And I'm not, like I said, bro, I'm not gonna be biased or anything like that against that game. I'm gonna do my best to
we
watch
ain't never
it
biased.
non-biased.
We ain't never
We
biased.
really try not to be.
Anything we ever do, we're not biased.
Even if Wolfpack Daddy comes in doing backflips and cartwheels and jumping jacks, like we still give your team just as much credit as if you didn't come in doing that. But P Digits Falcons fan, CJ, I could scroll up and see a few of them. Okay, they're not loading up. SO, Vicky Tube, Vic Man, all of y'all, Tennille, Chase Woods, all of y'all. We enjoy listening, or we enjoy doing this. I know Fishing enjoys it as well. We love college football, and that's kind of why we do this. I mean, we love building our YouTube channel, and then being able to build it while doing something you love is actually really fun, bro. So
yeah, man, there ain't no time that I won't like to talk about football. So, especially during the season.
yes.
So I'm all in.
So
I'm all in, man.
That's it for me. I think we'll call it at that, guys. Falcons fan. That is actually hilarious. He's y'all. If you know how to kick it, y'all are crazy, bro.
Damn,
But yes,
son.
love you guys. I guess me and Fish about to chill. We're probably gonna do something. I don't know
Let's
what
get
to
out of
do.
here,
Probably
man. Let's get it.
go to Applebee's. They got endless appetizers at Applebee's right now, bro. So we may go
No,
do
I
that.
want, man. I want some wings, man. I've been craving some wings.
They only got boneless wings at Applebee's, bro. So we're gonna have to actually go somewhere.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. Not eating sauce
I ain't
chicken
doing
nuggets,
it.
bro.
Yeah, I ain't doing it. No, I ain't doing it.
Yeah. Thank y'all. Peace out, people, and enjoyed it very much. Enjoyed it.
Yes, sir. You already know.
Peace. Peace, y'all.